Hey drummers, it's Rob Litton here from drumstheword.com and welcome to this full video song lesson for my online members over at the website. Today I want to show you how to play the classic song, The Tracks of My Tears by Smokey Robinson and The Miracles. So this song is 96 BPM, and what moves it from an intermediate to a more advanced level is not really the drum beats, because the drum beats are very simple throughout the song. It's these drum fills featuring these classic R&B classic drum fills that a lot of these Motown drummers were using back in the day. And there's different ways you can play them. The classic way I always hear it being played, where I'm using a 6-stroke roll. And that's where you're filling in all the gaps between 3 and beat 4 in this case, as we'll get onto in a second, because our first drum fill starts on beat 3 at 9 seconds. But what the drummer does, and by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube or you want to give me an email, I couldn't find out the name of the drummer on the recording, so if you know who it is, then post below. I'd be interested to find out who the drummer was. What this drummer does is play beat 3, but instead of playing the next 2 doubles, in the triplet, he leaves it out and he comes back in on the and a beat 3, again in this particular example, starting on beat 3, the and a beat 3 with 3 triplet notes, and right, left. And that sticking is, I'm not 99% sure that's the sticking the drummer would use, because it allows for this natural progression of accents and dynamics. We get 2 quiet notes, followed by a normal sort of volume note, and then it's going to roll into beat 4 with the right hand naturally with the next sort of normal volume note. So we get this and to 4 in this case, and to 4. That gives that sort of that lilt and that groove to it. So at the end of the drum fill, in this example, we go to the high tom. It could be the floor tom if you want to do that instead. But we get 3 and to 4. And you can hear that natural lilt, da 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 dum. 3 and to 4 and. Now that's relatively simple. What makes it rather cool and tricky to replicate precisely is the feel that the drummer has. For example, those doubles are quite light. There's definitely sort of a lilt to his playing that's very hard to replicate. So I'll do my best to sound like it, but not every drummer is going to sound the same. So we get 3 and 4 and. The tempo is going by 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2. And you probably want to go into a crash cymbal, but this drummer doesn't. He goes to the hi-hat a lot of the times. The choruses we get some crash cymbals, but most of the time we're just going to the hi-hat after the drum fill. So one more time, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Now before I move on, just very briefly, instead of playing doubles, if you're not comfortable playing that right, left, you could just play starting with the left hand. So I'm playing the same number of notes, but I'm starting with my left hand and I'm playing it as single strokes. So you could play if you wanted to. That sounds very, very similar. In fact, create the same effect, but it's nice to be able to use those doubles because it links in nicely with the 6-stroke roll version, because all I'm doing is just leaving out those 2 lefts and then playing with the right. And also it means that you don't have to start anything weird with your left hand if you're not comfortable with that. So last time, sticking I'd use, and then we're into our first groove.